Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. And then here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel at 4:45 p.m. On Facebook Live. Today we're talking about challenge and productivity. What is the relationship between challenges and productivity? All right. If you're new to the show, you can please swipe left or right across your device to invite people to join the conversation. Certainly become a subscriber on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Push that subscriber button. Go to productivethroughjoy.com to see about us. We offer live one-on-one Productive Through Joy consulting. We also, of course, speak to groups, organizations, and schools about being productive through joy in a group setting. Again, today we are talking about challenge and productivity. Let's dive in. Again, if you're new, allow me to say a few words about myself to you about the show. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month. Pick that book's film rights. We're also optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called My People. And I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel, Americus, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where Michael Brown was murdered. And of course, the conflagration that ensued happened there initially. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature from the University of California at Riverside. I'm currently a professor of English Lit here in Los Angeles at LMU. I'm an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I'm the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a wonderful single divorcee. Yet, at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Kool Modi famously said, how you like me now, right? And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show. And that in many ways inspires our business, inspires this show. As a result, we know what it's like to come from hardship, to come from difficulty. And too often people like us who emerge out of a difficult situation, we have a built-in excuse as to why we cannot ball, why we have not ball, why we shall not ball. But I'm here to demonstrate and also to tell you that we can ball from wheresoever, as my boy Connie Williams would say, wheresoever, whensoever we come. And when we can have success despite, in the face of our challenges, it inspires other people to think, if that person can do it, maybe I can do it. If the MD can do it, maybe I can do it as well, and you certainly can. And so we are here to help you help yourself. So, thanks for being here. Again, if you are new, we are talking today. The show airs each weekday morning at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then 4:45 p.m. On Facebook Live. We're a show aimed at entrepreneurs, those who have their own business, those who like to own their own business, and those who simply would like to live like a boss. As we know from 10th grade science, there's a scientific imperative behind the feeling of joy. And when the body is feeling joyful, the body is flooding itself with endorphins, and those endorphins can give us a sense of euphoria that we can then leverage to move ourselves towards our goals and objectives. We encourage everyone on this show to start their own business that they may be able to fund their own dream project and eventually live in abundance like a boss. So thanks for being here. In the morning show, we like to also touch on the idea of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. As we know as adults, at times we'll wake up with trouble on our mind. Something that we're going through, it'll follow us throughout our day, and we'll find ourselves in the evening going to sleep with that same trouble on our mind, taking that trouble into our dream state, waking up with trouble on our mind. I mean, I've had that. I've shared on the show a few times about going through serious situations that certainly were following me through my day. And then I also shared that because I have a spiritual practice, a ritual, that's been one of the keys to circumnavigating those troubles. Listen, everyone has problems. We call that life, right? Everyone has felt the blues, and not as B.B. King. We just, everyone feels that. And so one of the keys to life we find, especially holistic success, so not just money, although money is important, of course, but joyfulness, relationship health, just living. One of the keys is because everyone has problems. One of the keys to success is problem management. Hello, if everyone's got them, those who manage problems more effectively are those who have success. That just makes sense to us. All right, so you want to know that you can enhance your problem management skill set by engaging in ritual. Ritual can be defined as doing the same thing essentially at around the same time. All right. So let me share my brief morning ritual with you to serve as an exemplar. Then we'll get into the topic in earnest. So in the mornings I wake up at 3:45. I read a couple of spiritual business books. I do our show right now at 4:45 a.m. Until 5. At 5, I work on my current novel until sunrise. At sunrise, I walk out to the beach. I live here along the coast. I live along the coast in Venice Beach, California. So I bring my drum, I meditate, I pray, I do yoga. It's really a very powerful time. Early in the morning, just the seagulls and the egrets and the dolphins. It's very powerful. I drum and do all these things. It's moving. I get so uplifted. And I come back to the house to work on my book a while longer. And I go back to the beach to run up the coast all the way past Santa Monica's pier and then come on back to my crib here. So by 9:30, guys, I'm doing, and then I run back to the crib to go to my gym, to gym to get my workout in. So by 9:30, guys, I'm feeling amazing. My body is being flooded with endorphins. And those endorphins give me a sense of euphoria that I can then leverage to move myself towards my goals and objectives, which for me involve, of course, publishing, real estate, public speaking, and publishing. Did I say that? Those things. We're not saying do what I do. We're saying do what you do, and we help people do what they do by creating a ritual. So I'm reading 2 great books now. As part of my morning reading, I'm reading a book called The Nag Hammadi Library or Reader, which is a book of ancient Gnostic scriptures, which is crazy, amazing. I'm also reading a not so amazing but pretty good book called Own the Moment, which is by Carl Lantz. That book is about really owning the moment. And then from that I extract some wisdom, which is I call the morning chant. And today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, I embrace challenge because challenge brings out the best in me. As a meditating natural mystic, I embrace challenge because challenge brings out the best in me. And so I think about that throughout my day and contemplate that idea. That I also create the morning and afternoon shows based upon that reading. So today we're talking about challenge and productivity. All right. So again, if you're enjoying the show, please swipe left or right across your device. Invite people to join the conversation. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Have me come out and speak to your group or organization. Certainly go to YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Hit that subscriber button. Become a subscriber. I think that's it. All right. Let's dive into the topic. So today, guys, we're talking about challenge and productivity. Point 1 is that you have to know that challenge is going to come. Okay, and once you can embrace that challenge is normal, it's a natural part of life. Once you settle into that, we're not saying you're looking for bad things to happen to you. We're not saying that you even anticipate so-called bad things to happen. But that you do know that challenge itself is normal. All right. Once you can embrace that, it'll really help you when challenge comes. It's okay when the challenge first comes. You're like, why me? Not again. Oh, ooh. You make the challenge face when it comes. That's normal. All right. For a couple minutes or a couple hours, maybe a couple days. But beyond that, okay. So give yourself a couple days, couple minutes, couple hours. It depends how you operate. But because it's now here, above and beyond that, meaning being in the challenge phase, it doesn't really serve you, right? You have to start circumnavigating the challenge, working through the challenge, moving through the challenge, which goes into point 2. You want to know that the challenge that's going to come is actually your friend. So A, challenges are normal. And B, as opposed to looking at us like, not again, but having the attitude that it's actually your friend. What does that mean? Well, a friend is someone who does something for you, helps you, who allows you to grow. Those are my friends in my life anyway. A challenge can do all those things. Can do something for you, that can help you, and can make you grow. Right? A challenge has the capacity to bring out heretofore some skill set that you did not know you had, or that was dormant for a while. Right? Because when challenges come, you have to like get it together and handle business. And so, in that way, the challenge is your friend, right? But in order for you to allow the challenge to be your friend, you have to go through it. You can't run from it, and or you can't avoid situations that are challenging. Because one thing about a challenge is that at times you can actually choose to be in the challenge. You know, at times things just jump on you unexpectedly, like bam, they glop on you, like the monster from the Black Lagoon. You know, that one movie back when I was a kid, or the Swamp Monster. Yeah, that movie. But at times we can dive into situations that are challenging, and whoa, and when you're in it, you are in it. But it is in that process of being deep in the challenge that you begin to grow. All right, and in that process of being in the challenge, that's when those skill sets emerge. And even though you're having a difficult time, I'm laughing to myself because I've been through so many times like that when I've dived into a challenge and I was like, have mercy. Whew, I don't know if this was a good idea because you're so deep in it. Oh my goodness. But as you get in it and you go through and you come out on the other side, that's when growth happens. That's when your life changes. That's when you are in the joy. And when you're in the joy, ladies and gentlemen, people want to be in the joy with you. You're going to attract people to you. You're going to attract collaborators. You're going to attract people on your team. You're going to attract resources. You're going to attract folks who believe in you. You're going to attract investors. Now, true, you're also going to attract haters, but you got to be hater proof. I saw a T-shirt that said yesterday, hater proof. You got to be hater proof because haters are going to come. That's part of your challenge. And at times it's going to really bother you because you're human and it hurts your feelings. I mean, that's okay. But, you confront them, you address it without getting too bent out of shape, and then you keep it moving. You don't just take hate. You address it. You call out hate for what it is. You name it. I see what you're doing. It's not right. And keep it moving, But along the way, that's how you begin to grow, and that's how you begin to embrace the challenge, right? And that's how you begin to be in the joy, and as a result, begin to become more productive through joy. Boom, goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. We air each weekday morning, hella early AF here at 4:45 a.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. We're show aimed at entrepreneurs, those who have their own business, those who like to own their own business, and those who simply would like to live like a boss in abundance. Have me come out to your group or organization. We speak to schools, organizations, universities about being productive through joy in a group setting. We also offer live one-on-one Productive Through Joy consulting. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com to see about our services, hit that shop button. I think that's it. Yeah. And please become a subscriber at YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Hit that subscriber button. Yeah, and we'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.